Hey guys, welcome back around the drum. Today we'll be talking about our new Gears resolution. We're going to go into what we want to get this year. What's the deal with you, David?
Get it together, man.
Today we'll be talking about our new Gears resolution. So, who wants to go first?
I've been voluntold.
It'll be eeny, meeny, you.
Okay. All right. Do you guys want to go first, or no, I can go.
Go ahead.
So this year, 2019, year.
Yeah.
What do we got? Okay, so first, I need a DI box. I want to get a Radial JDI because I need a DI box.
Boring.
Yeah.
What
That's
is-
like
Hang me right now. That's what I think of DI boxes.
I need
Could
one.
it be a reamper or something
I've
a little
got-
more exciting?
He's got a reamper.
Yeah, I've got a reamper.
So DI box, you're just going to plug in a guitar or two or whatever. What's going on?
Boring.
Well, I'm going to use it for tracking. I will take the DI signal and send that dry into my Audient interface, and then I will send the throughput to the amp,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
my eyes are glazing over.
we'll track the guitar amp and the DI signal at the same time, and just use the DI for editing.
Okay. TMI. So what's your next one?
Can it please be something interesting?
Yeah, actually,
He
I
started with a stopper there.
I want to get an Apogee 8016X for my PM1000.
Okay, now I'm
Yes.
getting excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm redoing a PM1000. If the episode is out now, it should be. You guys should watch the episode on the PM1000, see what that's all about. We could talk for it for hours.
If not, this is a preview.
We almost did.
Yeah.
So what's this unit do?
This is an analog to digital converter. It's going to take all 16 mic preamps from my PM1000, send it into my Audient interface via ADAT, and I'll have some cool conversion.
Nice.
So why that's kind of an older unit.
Yeah.
They're excellent units, but
Yeah.
why that instead of something more modern, or is there just nothing that...
Well, I really like the sound of the Apogee stuff.
Yeah,
and
so do I.
Yeah. And it's at a good price point, honestly.
Okay. What are those running now? Because you're going to get it used, I assume.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they don't make them new anymore. About $600-ish.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty great for 16
Yeah.
channels of great conversion. So,
Yeah.
okay.
So this solves the problem between your analog console and getting it into the computer,
Right.
basically.
Right. Yeah, just channels of conversion.
You can record your death metal drum kits now.
Yeah.
With your 5 million microphones. And
Just 16.
just like, how many microphones do you put on the hi-hat?
Just one on the hat.
Oh, really? Well,
You're
one
lying.
too many.
All right, what else you got?
And then we're each doing 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you have
How
more?
many do you have? You could keep going.
No, you can't.
I'll run out of time.
Okay.
This is long. There's one every month.
You know, the sad thing is he's got all these things, and he started with a DI.
Yeah.
So the coolest thing I'm going to get this year is a desk. So,
Oh, yeah.
guys, that's awesome.
Okay, this might be more interesting than it sounds.
So, Ben, another guy who works here, he's really good at woodworking. So he'll be building me a custom desk around my PM1000,
Okay, that's interesting.
and it's gonna have the PM1000 right in the center, some spots for patch bays and my mouse and my interface and monitor controllers and my fader port, and then rack space in the sides, and then lots of patch bay routing in the back.
And like a top for your speaker. Or
Yeah,
monitor.
there's going to be enough space for my NS10s and my Eve monitors, which are the same as these. They sound amazing, by the way. And then I'll have 2 screens because that's how I like to use Pro Tools.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Sounds good.
Now, is this going to be reasonably obtainable for you? Or do you think it's going to take a little bit to get that?
Well, first I have to mod my PM1000, get it
Yeah.
all
Well,
ready.
and as we mentioned in the PM1000 episode, you need some more capacitors. Where is that?
Yeah.
Where does that fall in this whole thing?
I'm getting some of those this month, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have to plan out the desk and see what's going to work and it's almost done, actually, planning stages,
Yeah.
but our issue is the keyboard, like the typing keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Ben doesn't want it to just be sitting on the
Ben.
pad, the armrest.
It's a name I've not heard since.
So
If you got that reference, put it in the comments.
yeah,
Taylor will give you something free from his pocket.
the lint.
The lint of the stars.
So the keyboard, we don't want it sitting just on the armrest. So we're trying to make a caddy, slide it across the desk like the old Sony consoles and their automation controller.
Okay.
So that
Sounds neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
Neato.
All right, who's going next?
Jimmy.
What do I want? Well, I'm kind of just getting my studio started at home, or restarted. And so one of the main things I want to be able to do is I've been playing a lot of drums, and I want to kind of upgrade my drum setup and also be able to record drums. So I need to get drum microphones.
Okay.
And that's going to be the first thing.
What are you gonna get?
A pack or
I'm going to get Audio
la
Technica
carte?
4041s. I'm going to go a la carte.
Okay.
So I'm going to get Audio Technica 4041s. A couple SM7s. I know you love those.
Seven?
Or sorry, 57s.
Oh. That's way less cool.
It's one of the things we really disagree on. I love 57s. He's not a huge fan. I don't know what I'll get for tom mics yet. For kick drum, I'll probably do a AKG D112.
Okay.
And then I'll get something else for that too. I'm not
all
sure
these
what.
mics that he used back in the day that he just can't.
Well, I'm going to
move
get the
away
Mark II.
from.
That's newer.
So for your toms, I would recommend either the Audio Technica, was it 230?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ATM 230 or Audix D2s and D4s.
What I will do is since we have all these microphones here, is I'm just going to bring them home and I'm going to try them and I'm going to keep the ones I like the best.
Okay.
So then in line with that,
Number two
is some better cymbals. Right now my cymbals are terrible. I have one cymbal that Taylor left at my house, a Zildjian of some kind,
I have a symbol that he left at my house too.
and that's my best cymbal.
Well, they might all be cracked.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
cracked. It's a good cymbal.
Well, then I want it back.
No, you gave it to me. There's some law or something where if you leave it at someone's house long enough, it becomes theirs.
I need to see this in writing.
Because what I have right now is the cymbals that came with my drum kit. I have it's a Pacifica drum kit. I don't even know if Pacifica is still around. It's I believe, and I could be totally wrong about this, but I believe that was DW's like entry level brand at one point in time.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
And it's a good sounding kit.
Those symbols are always thin and
They're
trashy.
very bright and brittle, and they hurt my ears. I hate them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Good.
the Pacifica drum kit I like a lot. It's actually a nice sounding kit.
So you don't have anything like nailed down or targeted for symbols. You're just gonna.
I'm
maybe
gonna
wait and see.
I'm probably gonna get some
Pasty.
cymbal. Pasty.
Okay, number three.
Number 3.
Well, do you know what Paiste symbols you want?
Back to number two.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna ask around and
You might like the Master Collection.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Those are good sounding symbols.
I heard, I forget who it was now. I'll have to go back and look. I just heard someone talking about a certain set that they had and that they'd used for recording
Okay.
on a record I really liked, and it's
Okay.
totally slipping my mind what it was right now. But
I will have to warn you. I think symbols are great and stuff, but it is how they are recorded that make them sound even better.
yes, and I would agree. It's how you hit the cymbals that's the most important thing.
Yes, and what kind of sticks you use.
Yes. But my cymbals are terrible right now, so it doesn't matter how I hit them; they sound bad.
That's a good
Even
point.
putting them through a PM1000, it sound bad.
Yeah, make it sound better probably.
Maybe.
Mellow out some of that harshness.
Number three.
3. I can't remember
What's your
what I was
third
gonna
one?
do for third.
Guitar amp?
Oh yeah, the guitar amp. I want to get right now. What I have is I have a cheap little Vox amp that's just like a modeling amp, and then I have an Epiphone Century amp, which is a reissue old tube amp, and I love that amp. That amp sounds great. The Vox amp is not very good, but I want something that's a little bit more versatile. A small amp just for recording, and I don't know what that's going to be. Maybe you've got a recommendation for me.
You can't go wrong with a 5150. I don't know how much
What's
you want to
that?
spend, but
I don't really want distorted.
oh,
What brands are we talking about?
EVH 5150. I think it's owned by Fender now. because PV sold the name 5150.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so then they made the 6505.
This is a drummer's look at what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I would say my knowledge of the 5150 is just like it's kind of famous metal amp.
Yeah, but the newest one, the white one they have out right now, sounds amazing for anything. I would use that clean channel happily. I would use that distorted channel happily. I would do in between for like a crunch very happily. So
You'd be very happy with one of those.
I would
You'd be
love one of
you'd be
those.
happily doing so many things.
What happened to like Marshall or Orange or Mesa Boogie?
Orange and Mesa Boogie. Mesa Boogie actually might be at the top of the list.
Maces
Or
are sweet.
crap, I can't remember the name now. Matchless.
Oh,
One of the best amps I've ever played was a Matchless, and I would be really tempted to get a nice little small tube Matchless amp.
What is this amp for that you are
Just for
you wanna
recording.
use? Just recording yourself
Just recording myself.
and whoever else could play or pick up that guitar and play.
Yeah. Nobody's going to touch my guitar, all right?
I guess okay.
So, Tay, what are you going to get?
Me?
What's your New Year's resolution?
All right, number 1, the most exciting thing you'll ever hear about and want to get yourself. Cables and some peripherals.
What's a peripheral?
I don't know, like boom arm stands.
Okay.
And
Accessories.
accessories,
cable ties.
cable ties.
Those are exciting, actually.
Behind my desk is a rat's nest. It's awful. It's terrible. There's so many cables going, and so many different lengths of cables going every which way. I can't stand it anymore. So I need to do something about it. And that I know it's like it's getting something, but it's also organizing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But getting cables, right length cables, and don't even shake your head at me.
Just like 2 feet. Leave 2 feet.
All right,
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, but I need something that is clean. The cat gets in it, and it's terrible. She's probably chewing on all the cables back there, like a Minoc.
So there's your problem. You got a cat.
Oh no, you don't
He's
have
got
enough
2
cats.
studio cats.
One studio cat. The other one is afraid of everything.
Well, you play metal, so.
I lived with you.
All right, so cables and some other peripheral stuff, but those type of things like
Okay.
I need. The second one would be, I've talked about it before on this show, as a MIDI keyboard.
Okay. How many keys?
I just need 25.
Okay.
I don't need anything big. And I want it to be on my desk. I want it to be accessible. I want it to have some pads. So I was talking about the Mini Lab Mark II.
That's a good one.
It's got some pads on it, for music creating, and also I can, map it however I want to.
Right.
So that's what I would love to get. Third one would be a good vocal mic. I have some MXLs. I had a Studio Project C1 at one point, but I have a MXL 550. That is I have a Joe Meek JM37. Those are, down at the bottom of large condenser microphones, but I want something better.
Like what?
I don't know. I was going to ask you guys, like, you talked about getting a WARM WA 47. And they just announced the WA 512.
Yeah.
No. 251.
251. Yeah. Which were
250
too many numbers. But we're going to talk about that in
We're going to do an episode on
an
that.
episode on that, probably next week.
Yeah.
So I don't know now WARM is doing all these kind of remakes or reissues or whatever whatever you want to call them, modeling after original old school classic mics.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one is good for what type of music or what instrument or what it's best for.
We will help you with that.
So I mean, I'm hopefully you guys are in the same situation I am, and we can help you out just as these guys will help me out. Because I don't know what I want a vocal mic, but I also want to be able to throw up an acoustic guitar or put it next to a piano.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes,
The Lewitt LCT 440 Pure.
but that's not as sexy as some warm audio thing.
I disagree. It is. It's just as sexy.
Okay, well maybe I'll give that a shot.
It's in a really
He
good
keeps
price
recommending
point.
that one to me too.
It's a great mic. I love it. I love that mic so much.
Okay. Well, so that's what I want. I want a large condenser microphone that it's versatile. I can use it on different things, but I can just go to it and be like, I love this mic, and I'm comfortable and I'm excited to use it every time.
And don't get me wrong, the worm stuff sounds amazing.
Okay.
But the
Lewitt is more affordable for sure.
yes,
Yeah, that's true.
and it tends to be more versatile.
Okay. So those are the things I want to kind of round out my studio. I can record at my studio, but I want to get into more, I guess, making music or being able to be like, I have an idea. I want to put it down. I have now all the tools I can to do that. So that's where I want to be at the end of the year.
Solid.
Cool.
If you guys have any comments on where you want to be at the end of the year or have any New Year's resolution, let us know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, like this, and reach out to us if you have any questions. So we'll see you on the drum next time.